What if I told you that the fastest way to get stronger isn't lifting more weight? It's not moving at all. Think about it. Elite athletes around the world use a simple, brutal method to build raw strength faster than anyone else. No reps, no fancy equipment. Just 5 brutal holds that attack your weak points and force your muscles to fire at maximum power. If you've ever struggled with plateaus, sticky points in your lifts, or just can't seem to break through to that next level, this video is for you. Today, we're diving into 5 isometric holds that can build strength faster than traditional lifting when done correctly. Isometrics are all about holding your muscles under maximum tension, which creates an environment where more motor units are recruited, your nervous system lights up, and your body adapts in ways dynamic reps just can't replicate. This isn't a replacement for lifting. It's a weapon most people ignore, but those who master it unlock a new level of strength. So if you're tired of spinning your wheels, frustrated with slow progress, or just want to train smarter, not harder, stick with me. I'll break down the 5 essential isometric holds, how to do them right, and show you why they're the secret sauce in the training programs of the world's strongest athletes. Let's get into it. First up, the wall sit. If you've ever hit a sticking point in your squat, maybe you fail just out of the hole, or your legs shake at parallel, this one's for you. Start by sliding your back against a wall, feet about shoulder width apart, and lower yourself until your knees are at a perfect 90-degree angle. Press your entire lower back flat against the wall. No arching, no cheating. Here's where most people mess up. They let their legs just hang out. Instead, I want you to drive through your heels as hard as you can, as if you're trying to push the floor away. At the same time, pull your feet apart like you're trying to rip the floor in half. This creates a massive amount of tension up the chain, from your quads, into your glutes, and all the way through your core. You'll notice your legs start to tremble in the first 15 seconds. That's good. That's your body recruiting more motor units to maintain the position. This exact angle, thighs parallel, back flat, is the weakest point in most people's squats. By holding it, you're not just training muscles, you're reprogramming your nervous system to be stronger where it matters most. Aim for holds of 30 to 60 seconds. If you're shaking uncontrollably at 30, that's the sweet spot for growth. If you can last 90 seconds, add a plate on your lap, or elevate your toes for a new challenge. Remember, quality over quantity. Don't cheat depth or tension. Wall sits are a favorite among Olympic lifters, sprinters, and even physical therapists. Why? Because they build brutal strength at the joint angle where most people fail. Plus, you don't need a squat rack or a single dumbbell, just a wall and some grit. Try adding 2 to 3 sets of wall sits after your squat day or leg workout. Not only will your quads and glutes get stronger, but you'll notice that sticking point in your squat becomes less and less of a problem each week. So, if you're stuck at a squat plateau, the wall sit is your secret weapon. Embrace the burn, own the position, and watch your numbers climb. Next, let's talk about the plank. But not just any plank. This is the full-body tension plank, inspired by legendary back expert Dr. Stuart McGill. Most people think of planks as a passive core exercise. Just hold as long as you can, right? Wrong. That kind of planking is like driving a Ferrari in first gear. Set up in a standard forearm plank, elbows directly under your shoulders, feet hip-width apart. Now, squeeze your glutes as if you're trying to crack a walnut. Flex your quads hard. The real magic, pull your elbows toward your toes, like you're trying to drag the floor together. This creates what's called irradiation, tension radiating through your whole body. The point isn't to last for minutes. It's to create as much tension as possible, everywhere, for 10 to 20 seconds. You should be shaking, breathing hard, and feeling your abs, lats, glutes, and even your chest firing. If you can go longer than 30 seconds with this much intensity, you're probably not squeezing hard enough. High-tension planks aren't just great for your abs. They teach your body to brace for heavy lifts, protect your spine, and transmit force between your upper and lower body. This is why powerlifters and gymnasts swear by them. The carryover to deadlifts, squats, and even overhead presses is huge. Perform 3 to 5 sets, resting at least a minute between each. Focus on quality full-body tension, perfect alignment, and zero sag in the hips. It's not about the clock, it's about the effort. If you're struggling with core stability, back pain, or just want to get more out of your ab training, this isometric plank will change the game. Add it to your routine, and feel the difference in every lift you do. Now, let's move to the upper body with the isometric pull-up hold. If you've ever struggled to get your first pull-up, or you're stuck at the same number for months, this hold is your shortcut to real progress. Here's how it works. Jump or pull yourself up so your chin is clearly over the bar. Pause. Don't just hang there. Actively pull your elbows down and in, squeeze your lats, and imagine trying to bend the bar over your chest. This top position is where your lats, biceps and scapular stabilizers are all firing at maximum intensity. The longer you can hold here, with good form, chin over bar and shoulders packed down, the more strength you'll build in the hardest part of the movement. If you can't hold the top position for more than a few seconds, start with mid-range holds. Pull yourself up until your arms are at a 90-degree angle, and hold there. As you get stronger, transition to the top hold, then eventually add weight or slow negatives for even more challenge. Most people think pull-ups are just about reps, but real strength is built by owning the hardest part of the lift, the top. This is where most fail, and where you can set yourself apart. Plus, it's a huge boost for grip strength and shoulder health. Aim for 3 to 5 sets of 10 to 30 seconds, resting as needed. You'll quickly notice how much harder this feels than regular reps. Stick with it, and you'll see your pull-up numbers skyrocket. Remember, isometrics aren't just for beginners. Even advanced lifters can benefit by adding weighted holds or integrating these into complex pull routines. It's about maximum tension, not just time on the bar. Let's shift gears and challenge your unilateral strength with the split squat isometric hold. Step 1 foot forward, settle into a deep lunge, and drop your back knee until it's just hovering above the floor. Freeze, and now the real work begins. Your front thigh should be parallel to the ground, torso upright, and hips square. Most people lose tension in this position, but I want you to dig your front heel into the ground, squeeze your glute, and push your back foot down and back. Like you're trying to split the floor. This lights up your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and all those little stabilizers in your hips and ankles. Holding this position for 30 to 45 seconds per leg will humble even the strongest lifters. It's a brutal test for balance, stability, and single leg strength. All things that transfer directly to better squats, lunges, and athletic performance. If you wobble or your knee caves in, that's your body showing you a weak link. Embrace it. Over time, these holds will iron out imbalances, reduce injury risk, and help you generate more power from each leg independently. For an extra challenge, hold a dumbbell or kettlebell at your side, or elevate your front foot slightly. Just make sure your knee stays over your ankle and your chest is proud. No slouching. Add 2 to 3 rounds to your leg day or as a warm-up before heavy squats. You'll quickly notice improved control, less knee pain, and stronger, more stable legs. Finally, let's tackle the isometric push-up hold, the ultimate test for upper body pressing strength. Set up in a standard push-up position, hands just outside shoulder width, body straight from head to heels. Lower yourself until your chest is just an inch off the ground. Elbows at about 45 degrees. And hold. This bottom position is the absolute weakest point for most people. Your chest, shoulders, and triceps are forced to fire at maximum intensity just to keep you from collapsing. Keep your core tight, glutes squeezed, and don't let your hips sag or pike. Imagine pushing the floor away even though you're not moving. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds, focusing on total body tension. If you can go longer, slow down the tempo even more, or try elevating your feet. For beginners, drop to your knees but keep the same tension and alignment. Why is this hold so powerful? Because it strengthens the exact spot where most people failed their push-ups, and even their bench press. You're teaching your nervous system to be strong in the weakest range, making the full movement feel easier over time. For best results, add 2 to 3 sets after your pressing workouts. Track your time and focus on perfect form. Don't just survive the hold, attack it. For the next 30 days, add these 5 isometric holds to your routine. Measure your squat, push-up, and pull-up performance before and after. You might be surprised at just how much stronger you get without moving a muscle. Isometrics aren't just a supplement, they're a game changer for breaking through plateaus and building resilient, powerful muscles. If you're ready to build real strength, not just lift heavier but eliminate weak points and unlock power you didn't know you had, start today. Pick one of these holds and add it to your next workout. Commit to 30 days. Track your time. Own the position. You'll be amazed at the difference in not just your lifts, but your confidence and control in every movement. If you're serious about getting stronger faster, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment below telling me which hold you're starting with. Let's build strength the smart way, with science, grit, and a willingness to do what most people won't. I'll see you in the next one.